Well, I'm trying to do something fancy with the lighting so you can actually see. There we go. Talk about following guidance. Maybe you've seen a post or two about a new podcast, and during the last few weeks, I think 8, maybe 9 by tomorrow, we've been publishing Permission to Follow Your Inner GPS video podcast series. And the angels and I and Spirit are working on another podcast because apparently that's what I am to do. And this is Angels, Success, Prosperity. Without getting too much into the details about that, part of the process was commissioning like an intro video with a new logo for both the Permission to Follow Your Inner GPS podcast and the Angels Success Prosperity. And it's been no secret, I make no secret, that the techie angels have their hands or their wings full because I'm not the most tech savvy person. I am definitely more intuitive. I'm more right-brained. I've been blessed with a left brain anchor is what I call it. And yet there are still times it's like, learning something new or some tool or platform or software changes and I have to figure it all out again. And it frustrates the holy you-know-what out of me at times. This morning or yesterday afternoon and this morning were no different. And so why am I sharing this with you? Because I've been nudged. I don't know how you spell that, but it's nudged with O-O-N-O-O-D-J-E-G-E-D, nudged. Anyhow, I didn't have a full-on temper tantrum, but there was definitely a wall of resistance, some energy resistance, because the technology was new and it was taking too long and I didn't want to be bothered with it. And thankfully, I reached out to a friend this morning, or we reached out to each other, and I just got to talk through some other things that have been going on. And the underlying emotions, being an empath, and maybe you know something about that, when there's something below the surface that you're not quite aware of, there's something there, but maybe it's not quite up there enough or on the surface enough so that you can figure out exactly what the bottom thing is. And that's when you need help. Recently, I think it was Sunday-ish, that we opened up a brand new program. It's called Intuitive Empath Coaching. It's an unlimited coaching program with me, the angels, and Spirit. By unlimited, we mean one phone call a day, 15 minutes you could do each day. And what is this about? It's about spiritual growth. Perhaps you want to work with your business to grow it. Maybe tap into angels and Spirit more. Clear out the BS stories. Figure out what's below the surface and even below that when conscious mind, ego chitter chatter, or when some people call it the monkey mind, get into the mix and they said, well, it costs too much, it is too much trouble, it's not worth the time and energy, la la la, yada yada yada. So what do? Who do you go to for help? Someone who's been there, someone who has been there more than once, and is still working on herself so she knows exactly what you'd be going through and can identify without judgment? How about knowing more about your chakras and figuring out what's really blocking them, temporarily or long term? And what changes for you when you know these things, beautiful soul? What changes for you? You get to know and have techniques, my personal techniques. An angel just kind of flew in there. My techniques, my personal ones that I use every day. There were several tools that I used this morning to help me. And when I finished purging, I was able to allow guidance to come back in. And you know what? That project that I was fed up with, that I said I wasn't going to do this morning, not only did I go back to it with a calm, open, peaceful mind and spirit, I accomplished a lot. And I got to start on that empath book. And here's the title, because I think it was, several days ago that we even asked y'all if you would be interested in that book. Overwhelming response here on Facebook and on Instagram. And the title of it is Empaths, Angels, and Crystals, a handbook of self-healing and protection. And before lunch today, I wasn't even going to be doing that. It was like, I'm give out. I'm not doing it. Well, not today anyway. I wasn't going to. And yet, because I experience very many of the same things, yes, I'm incredibly connected. I work at it. I allow it. I step back. And there are days I get PO'd. There are days I don't want to play. There are days that I sometimes yell at the angels. I am human. I am the angel lady. I am a crystal goddess. I am an intuitive empath coach. I am a successful businesswoman. I am a best-selling author, and some days I just don't want to. Who better to help you than someone who's been there, someone who really gets it without judgment and total and complete acceptance and support. Just yesterday, a former client said, hey, I need a session. Okay, we took care of it. And then at the end, now throughout, she said, I thought I was done. I said, yep, you were. She says, I thought I was done because you really helped me get to a place in my business that I could take care of it myself. I said, yes, absolutely. That's the goal. To give you, to teach you, to support you and encourage you to be on your own. I don't want you tied to me forever. I want you to have your life and your path and to fulfill your purpose, your way, not tied to me or some other coach or consultant or whomever for life. That's not good for you. So anyway, and I have Margaret's permission to use her name. Margaret and I finished her session, or nearly finished it, and she says, I'm starting a new part of my business, and I want your help. Okay, so then we arranged it. And when we're done with this project, Margaret and I will be done again. And I couldn't be more proud of her. When we first met, gosh, I don't even know how many years ago it is, maybe 4 or 5, she barely believed in herself. I'm not making it up. She was living in Manchester, England, and had a dream of moving to warmer climate in England, and setting up her naturopathic clinic. She did that. She moved. She has it. She's successful. And now she wants to branch out some more. So yes, let's do it. So what is it you want to do? Because this intuitive empath coaching is working on what you want. It's a customized plan for you. How does it start? You message me. Say, Terry Marie, I'm interested. We'll set up a time to call, maybe through Facebook so we can see each other through the video, right? I'll ask you a few questions, see what it is you want to do. If I can honestly, genuinely help you, I will. Say so. If I can't, I'll tell you that. You can ask me questions too, and then we'll decide if we want to work together or not. What have you got to lose? The junk, the BS, the negative thoughts and emotions, how to get past those moments when you just really don't give a damn, when you don't want to do it, when you're fed up, when everything seems to be falling down and falling apart. I'm your girl. Been there more than once, more than twice, and I'm still here. Message me, beautiful soul. Let's get you where you want to be. Maybe it's to connect to angels and spirit more than you are. Maybe it is to work on crystals or essential oils, aromatherapy. We got it. We can help you. I say we because without angels and spirit, I wouldn't be here, wouldn't be speaking with you, wouldn't be doing any of it. So message me. Pop by and say hello in the comments if you would. Please do share this. Someone you or someone you know may be interested. Until later, beautiful soul, I'm here to remind you, you are not alone. Bye-bye for now.